shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before. You ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
That's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog.
Here's a great look at Caesars Superdome, located in New Orleans, Louisiana. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And here we go from New Orleans. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, hut, hut.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Hut, hut, hut.
To give on 2nd to Kamara. And that's all defense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw, Rattler. Ooh, almost an opening drop pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up fourth down. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
Nope, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Ready? Break.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here.
Let's go now. 33. Yellow.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Fourth down, we're going to see an incredible nickname, one of my favorites in the game, the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillan, on the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Dart from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He'll have the first down and even more. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Dart gonna throw again. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's gonna be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. And in, touchdown New York. The Giants get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
New York.
Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Send this away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set, ready, slide, 90, 52, blue, set.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. And a man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Yellow.
Rattler trying to get on second. Down he goes! The Giants come to him! And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Rattler now off the play action. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Over first and 10 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. And play action with Dart. Buying some time left. Complete left side to Robinson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now it's second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down now. Here's Dart. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
The kick by Gano is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Down.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Set. Set. Cut.
Another run for Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Cut.
From the gun, Rattler. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. They will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter. The Giants in control so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Handoff headed right. Kamara. Oh, he lost the football. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Here we go. 52 blue. Set.
On 3rd down, here's Rattler. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Set.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Right back to Hill. This is caught. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints start to fight back with their first points in this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Darts out of the shotgun. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. From the gun, here's Darts. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. And he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Third and long for him here. He finds Neighbors right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock. Body yada yada. Shorty got that body yada yada.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10.
Ready.
Let's start things off with a run by Kamara. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back to the 6.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. They stay on the grab of Kamara. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Connection made to Shaheed. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time to step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to it. Again, he hits the second level. Down the sideline, inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a second quarter lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Reed now to kick this one away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Darts looking to throw. Throw left is intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you check down to running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Ready. 50. Ready.
Rattler to the air now. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Brandon Cooks.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. 10.
Here's Rattler. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Complete to number 12, Chris Olave. A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome.
The Saints field
And it's
goal.
the Saints with a 4th and 3. So the Saints send out Blake Grupe for the try. This one from 42 yards out. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And a 4-point lead it shall remain.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, here's Darts. Gets this to Slayton. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Darts back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Neighbors with the catch. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Darts. Dump off caught by his back. He has room past the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath, and when you do...
And he gets in, touchdown! The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
17. Saints 14.
Gano ready to send this away.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Let's go now. Red 38, black ultra. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. On the 25-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Robinson sent in motion left. From the pistol and give to Scatterboot. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Scatterboot now from the gun. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first down, it's Dart. Dumps it off to his running back. Broke through the tackle. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down, New York.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he will score. It's a New York Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go.
Rattler back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Here he is on third and long. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Colston-Adimo's got it. And the Giants are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now.
Running with Scannaboo. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Going right back to Scannaboo. Oh, the football's loose. Oh, heads-up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in a way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. On fourth down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10.
Down.
Rattler now off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10.
Check pink. Come on, stand.
They'll run the toss to Kamara. And they'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
simple 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Ready, ready, ready.
Hand off here for Miller. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it looks like the Giants got to that one.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done. Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set, go.
Driving forward with Scatterboo. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Giants up multiple scores and on their way if they can keep this up to closing this one out. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Drive from the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the gun, here's Dart. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
It's Scatterboo on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow, ready.
From the gun, Rattler. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Downfield, that finds Shaheed. He's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Now Rattler on the play fake. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
52 blue. Set.
First down from the red zone. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Escapes the pocket. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a one-possession game. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, New York! The Giants go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants lead by 15 now.
37. Saints 22.
Gano ready to send this away.
For New York.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Hut, hut.
Rattler to the air now. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for the Saints.
They go play action on 1st. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, what a catch. Back in the end zone. We got to check the feet. Check the feet. Get him. No. Incomplete. Oh, great effort. Just couldn't toe tap it in.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hut.
Rattler. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away second down. A very tough third down play here.
Yellow, 40, blaster, 6. Set.
Here's Rattler. It's a big strike to Hill. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Play action on first down. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints trail by 15.
Okay, ready?
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Come on, set. Ready.
Now Rattler. Connection made to Shaheed. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
33, yellow. Set, huh?
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Up, yep, check, pink.
On the give, it's Miller. He runs it across, touchdown! The Saints can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Giants 37, Saints 28.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he has the Giants' first down. It's indeed a giant one, partner. That locks up his victory.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go, set.
Now it's Scatterboo. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.